everybody, and welcome back to this edition of Inside Sports. I'm your host, Chris Marks, and today we are talking about women's soccer with members of the Maryland Capitals FC team playing right here in Prince George's County, and they're part of the Women's Premier Soccer League. Thanks for being here today, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, and you know what? We were talking a little bit backstage. You guys all have ties to Prince George's County, but before we get to it, I want you guys to introduce yourselves to everyone, and then we'll get into the conversation. So we'll start with you.
My name is Breezi Yon, but I go by Breezy. I went to Bishop McNamara High School, attended High Point University, North Carolina for a year, came back home, went to PG for a year, and now I'm at Washington Adventist, and I'm a junior.
Okay, nice.
Hi, I'm Ashley Weisenburg. I went to St. Vincent Pallotti High School in Laurel for 2 years. I transferred to St. Mary's Annapolis. I now attend Washington Adventist University. I'm a freshman.
Okay.
Zulia Menjivar. I went to Parkdale High School right here in PG, and now I'm going to Montgomery College. I'm a sophomore there.
Okay, so all three of you, of course, played soccer, I assume, through high school, college. Talk about, all three of you, how you got involved in playing the game.
Well, I started when I was really young, started playing Boys and Girls Club, and then some people stop after they get to a certain age, but I never stopped. I just had a passion for the game and just keep going.
Okay.
I started also young. My dad always coached me when I was a little girl, Boys and Girls Club, and he always brought me until I started playing travel.
Okay.
I actually started 5 years ago. I didn't start when I was young. I started when I came to this country. In my country, I didn't play at all.
You didn't?
I didn't.
And let everybody, what country are you from?
I'm from El Salvador.
Okay, but interestingly enough, you only started playing 5 years ago, but you play on the El Salvador national team.
Yeah, that opportunity I got this summer, and it's actually the best opportunity that I've went through with soccer so far.
And I know before we came on, I mean, we were talking about your dad, who runs a soccer academy in the area, but he also played for El Salvador. Talk about the influence he has on you playing.
Not only my dad, but my brother plays as well. And, well, he's being recruited to play for El Salvador as well when he gets older. I basically started liking soccer because of my dad and his academy here. And, well, I've been playing ever since.
Okay, and now you play in Montgomery. Talk about your experience there.
My freshman year, we were undefeated, but unfortunately didn't make it to nationals. We lost in regional finals. And this year, we actually won national championship. So it was a great experience. Nice,
nice. Okay, you left McNamara. Talk about your experience playing at McNamara, and then you went to High Point.
McNamara, the women's soccer program, we didn't do too well any year I was there. But when I went to High Point my freshman year, Division I school, and we won our conference that year, played UNC in Chapel Hill, and lost 1-0. So.
And you came back to Prince George's. Like I said, we were backstage. You said you're looking for the right fit. What was it like going from High Point back to Prince George's?
It was kind of a letdown because you play at that level and you're training all the time and everyone is really, really experienced and really talented, and you go back to playing at PG. It was disappointing to say the least. We played at Montgomery College and it was
not
it was a rough year.
Yeah.
It was a rough year.
Now Prince George's didn't have a soccer team for a while on the ladies' side. They have a very good men's program, but on the ladies' side they kind of lost their program for a while. So when you came back, was it one of their first years back?
Yeah, we barely had a team. We only could field about 10 or 11 players every game, so it was rough. It was rough.
And playing at McNamara, playing in the WCAC, I guess teams like Elizabeth Seton,
Good
Counsel, Politics.
Yeah. And those are top teams in that conference.
Every year. And you played at Pallotti for a couple years before transferring to St. Mary's.
Yeah.
Two good schools for women's soccer.
Yeah. Actually, Pallotti, my freshman year, we won the IAM championship, which is the Baltimore County schools for private schools, and it was really well. I transferred to St. Mary's because Pallotti wasn't going to be able to field a team junior and senior year, and our team was all right. We weren't too good. Not bad, though. And our coach was Meredith Beard, who's ex-Washington Freedom player. And then I went to Washington Adventist, which is Division II, got Freshman of the Year. We did pretty well. We lost in semifinals in the national championships. And me and her both got first team all conference, which is kind of cool.
That's nice. So talk about Washington Adventist. A lot of people might not know that they are a Division II program right here in the area. And how did you guys come about, both of you, arriving at that university?
Well, we were friends, and she, obviously, and she was going to go to a school in New Jersey.
Division I, but I
What
decided
school
not
was
to.
that?
New Jersey Institute of Technology. I got a full ride, but I decided not to go there because it was an engineering school.
Okay.
So
then she started looking at Washington Adventist, and I was looking for another school to go to because I didn't want to go back to PG. She told me about it. I talked to the coach, and we both started playing there pretty much at the same time.
Now, Washington Adventist Division II, what teams do you play? Like in the area, what conference are you in? What teams do you play?
we're actually not in a conference. Like, we're in an individual, like, I think it's USC AA, which is a bunch of, like, schools where they all join one conference and we play each other. Some Division II, some Division I, some Division III, depends, like, because we're an individual school or Adventist, so we don't have a specific conference we're in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We played Goucher in Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, what is your top competition? You said you guys got to the Division II playoffs and national championships. So who were some of the top teams that you played along the way?
Well, we actually lost to an Ohio team in semifinals. It was a tough game, like 5-4 and double overtime.
Yeah.
And they were all called Ohio Midwestern. I believe they're also Division II. But any of the teams we saw in playoffs weren't teams we played in conference, like in season. Like.
Do you guys do a lot of traveling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like traveling though.
Yeah.
So.
It's
And
fun to get out to play.
we also got like a new coach.
Really?
Yeah, and he's from Howard, and he coached at Dell State too, so he's pretty good.
Okay.
A huge improvement to the program.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Now, Zulia, you played and you guys won a national championship. What was that experience like, and where did you guys have to go to play after getting through the Region 20?
Well, the championship was in New York. Well, the experience was pretty nice. We played in a turf field all games, and actually our semifinal game was harder than our final because I know our final we won 4-0, 4-0, so it wasn't really that hard. We played against Monroe College, which I think they're from New York as well. And a lot of our players got All-Americans this year, like all past years. The 2 years that I've been there. And I get awards like every year that I play there as well. I got Maryland JUCO first team and all region as well.
Now, they both played at private schools, McNamara Pilati, and she played at St. Mary's over in Anne Arundel County. You played at a public school, Parkdale. What was that experience like? Knowing, I mean, I've been here a long time covering soccer in this county, and I know every year it usually comes down to Eleanor Roosevelt and Bowie. But you played at Parkdale. What was that like?
It was tough because our soccer, as you mentioned, it's not really that good. And every time we play Bowie or Roosevelt, it's like we get fried. So, yeah, it's really tough to play with a school when, like, they don't have your level, so you kind of feel like bad at the same time. But you always try your hardest. So.
But when you left Parkdale and you played, what was it like playing against competition, getting to get experience playing against, you know, better teams with better players?
Well, it wasn't that hard for me to comply with the harder competition, but leaving Parkdale was kind of like a relief to me because, like you said, I play with people my level at least, so it's a good opportunity.
Well, now you guys are all playing in the Women's Premier Soccer League, and when we come back from break, we're going to talk about that. You know, the team that you play for, other teams around the region, and what that is going to be all about. And we're going to talk about that. They all play for the Maryland Capitals FC. It's a new team playing here in Prince George's County, and we're going to talk about that when we come back. Stay tuned.